We're here with Union AC Valley and first-year head coach Dan Reed. Dan, why don't you tell us who you brought with you today?
I have Xander Laughlin and Cade McNanny.
Guys, now that a full season of the realignment of the leagues has been played, what was your thoughts on it? Did you like it? Did you see some benefits? Were there any negatives?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I like playing bigger schools, and the schedule and all that. It's always fun to be a single A school versus double A schools. Better competition, in my opinion.
At the same time, though, you're playing schools that have 3, 4, maybe 5 times as many kids as we have. I mean, we graduated 60 kids between both schools last year. It's quite the difference in numbers.
On your team, what position group is the strongest and/or deepest right now?
I'd say our offensive line.
We might be a little biased, but that's what our answer is.
I would agree with them. We have 4 starters returning, plus we have another 3 or 4 kids that we think should be vying for starting positions. So that's a fairly deep group. If you can have 7 or 8, starter quality offensive linemen, it's a big plus.
Based on your offseason, what player on your team is trying to make the biggest jump from last year?
I'd say probably Max Gallagher. That kid last year, he didn't start much, but he got it. He subbed in a lot. I mean, he was a little scrawny kid. This offseason, he's been in the weight room, lifting, put on some weight, and I think you'll hear a lot more about him this year.
What position does Max play?
He plays fullback and backer.
Besides your team, did you guys see anybody in the offseason that you think might be able to surprise the team this year?
I mean, we're just going to take it game by game. More than likely, we're not going to look ahead, look over anyone. We're just going to take it game by game this year.
When you go on the road, is there a stadium that you guys like to play in, or atmosphere that you like to play in?
I like playing over at Red Bank because it's like a rivalry game. A lot of fans there, a lot of people there. Very loud.
I'm partial to Keystone. I mean, another rivalry game. I mean, it's fun to go in there and wreck some house.
Coach, you've coached a lot of different venues over the years. Is there anything that really stands out that you look forward to going to year in and year out?
Well, I think I would have to point to Keystone too. Just a lot of old friends, and so it's kind of a neat experience to go over to Keystone, stand on the other sideline.
Xander, people might not recognize you this year with the hair shaved off. What was the impetus behind the change?
Too hot outside.
Come basketball season, though, do we expect it to go back?
I'm not sure.
Coach, you've had the opportunity to be a head coach before. This isn't your first rodeo in that regard. Just talk a little bit about, being back in that spot.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've said I was very happy just being the offense coordinator, and that's true because there are a lot of benefits to not being the head coach. But, I've had a chance to work with these guys and other guys on the team for the last 4 years there, and I kind of wanted to continue working with them. And so, when Brad left, I thought it was a good chance for me to continue to do that and kind of get some consistency. We brought back a lot of our staff. Chris McNanny running the defense and Ray Fox. We brought up a junior high coach, Gavin Goodrum, to coach our line. So we really wanted to keep that consistency. And I think just getting a chance to work with these kids was the